Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and let us now teach you how to do what I like to call super learning. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over here, we're going to go to oceanofpdf.com, millions of books, tons of books. So let's say that we want to digest the People's History of the United States. That'll come up, a Union of Peoples, Plague of Peoples. These actually look pretty cool. Let's say that we want to learn all about the Berbers. Go ahead and click that. And then we will hit the PDF. It will start downloading in a few seconds. I believe it's going. Yep, here we go. Almost done. And there we have it. So there we have it. And now what we can do is we are going to go over to, I use Gemini, but you can use a variety of different AIs. Drag that sucker over here into the prompt. It'll load. There it is. And now you could simply say, summarize it for me, and it would do that. But to get a little deeper and to learn a little bit faster, I have a custom summary prompt that you can copy paste here. Let's go all the way down to get it all. And this will really break it down easily and quickly. So copy that, go back to Gemini, paste it in the prompt. There it is. We'll go ahead and hit enter. Pow. Just a sec. And we will learn everything there is to learn about this here book about the Berbers. I don't know, almost anything about the Berbers. So we're going to do that in a few minutes. Still cranking. Probably a good sized book. Give it a few moments. That's probably almost done. We'll back it off here to see it. There we go. And let's see here. Still going. It's a pretty good sized prompt. So, act as a highly skilled research analyst and strategic consultant. Perform multifaceted analysis on the provided content. Core thesis, contrarian view, aha moment, systematic breakdown, what's the best possible insights. Yep, it's analyzing. Audience and intended outcome, who's the target audience, what specific action or change in thinking is the content trying to inspire in them, assumptions and unanswered questions. So a lot richer prompt than just, give me the summary, right? Here we go. Pow. Analyzed and provided the document. So, non-obvious argument of this work is a direct challenge to the long-held notion of Berber permanence, which posits that the Berber people are ahistoric and unchanging despite successive waves of foreign domination. The authors contend that Berbers are not a static, timeless people, but rather a dynamic historical agent who has consistently adapted to their political systems, economies, and societies in response to interactions with various conquerors, including the Punics, Romans, and Arabs. Yeah. The aha moment is the reframing of Berber history not as a series of foreign dominations, but as a continuous evolution shaped by internal and external forces. Adaptation to foreign powers, influence of Islam and the Berberization of religion. Authors argue that Berber society was not just conquered by Islam, but played a crucial role in its unification of North Africa. They provide evidence of Berber-led revolutions, such as the rise of the Fatimid dynasty. They got their own saints, segmentary culture, adaptability. Target audience is English people that have a distorted understanding of Berber history. Yeah, the authors make a key assumption that cohesive Berber identity can be studied historically despite the immense geographic and social diversity of the peoples who fall under this label. Berber tribe splits into subgroups. Relevance and broader context, highly relevant to contemporary issues of ethnic identity, nationalism, blah blah blah. Fifth column, and have also been suppressed by nationalist movements, speaks directly to the complexity of nation building and ethnic tensions in the modern era. History is dynamic continuity, not static permanence. Their society is complex, ever woven. So you get the idea. I mean, instead of reading that whole book, I just got the core idea, and the audience was, myself basically. And the Berbers are pretty complicated, right? And you can ask follow up. Let's do, what are some other preconceived notions about the Berbers that the Western world probably thinks that it shouldn't? Savage nomad stereotype. Common misconception that Berbers are nomadic, lawless wanderers of the desert. This stereotype often portrays them as resisting civilization, blah blah blah. That's the opposite, which includes urban populations, farmers, and sophisticated traders with complex social and political structures. Another notion is that Berbers are people without a history. Obviously, that's wrong. Text argues that the Berbers have been dynamic historical actors whose society and identities have continuously evolved through the interactions with foreign powers, Romans, Arabs, Ottomans, monolithic cultures. You know what? What would have happened in the Dark Ages? Like, passive victims, co-adapted. Yeah, so during the Dark Ages, what were the Berbers up to? We'll see about that. Berbers in their time were engaged in a complex and transformative era. Decline of Roman power, rise of the Vandals, Byzantine conquest. This Romanization actually helped lay the groundwork for the rebirth of the Berber kingdoms. They resisted and interacted with the new Vandal kingdom in North Africa, and later the Byzantine reconquest in the 6th century. The Byzantine control was never fully stable or complete, as they were often in conflict with the Berber tribes. Cool. Arab Islamic conquest and Berber resistance. Berber tribes offered fierce resistance. The legendary female warrior Al-Kina, oh that's cool, defeated their kingdoms. Shock troops. Well, that's pretty cool. So I never heard of her, so let's take this. Let's take this right here. And we can say, paste that right there, and give me a deep dive into this character, and give me 5 character traits that have modern relevance. It's a female warrior in the Berber times in the Dark Ages. Never knew about that. El Kahina. Her story is a mix of historical fact and legend. Or is it not a tribe following death for predecessor? United various Berber tribes. She was basically the Genghis Khan of the Berbers, man. To prevent the invaders from using the fertile land, she is said to have implemented a scorched earth policy. Unpopular with some Roman people. Ultimately, the Arabs returned with a larger force, and Al-Kahina was defeated and killed in battle. Her legacy, so she's like Joan of Arc, Genghis Khan of the Berbers. Sweet. Resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. Strategic and adaptive leadership. Flexible thinking and strategic adaptation. Feminist iconoclasm. Advocating for women in leadership positions. Embodiment of ethnic identity. Ethnic pride and the importance of preserving cultural identity. This is some cool stuff, man. I had no idea about the Berbers, no idea about her, nothing. So actually, what could be pretty cool, let's make some imagery about it. So we'll go over here, and then we'll go over here, and we'll go to image, and we'll go ahead and paste that same thing. Create. Let's do Frank Miller style picture of her. Bam. So give this book that's pure text. Let's switch to auto. Alright, do that then. Switch. Copy. Paste. Check. Try it again. Wheel. Auto. There we go. Again. There we go. So this is going to give us an image. Or not. Image. Oh, there's a bunch of different ones. Let's do High Dream. There we go. Try again. Bam, here we go. It's gonna give us 4 different versions of this Berber, Joan of Arc, Genghis Khan character. Try again, try again, try again. That was a mistake. Let's try to copy paste this into the prompt again. And we'll do that. And boom. This should work. Well, that's pretty cool. A little bit too comic-y though. Let's do try again, but make it more realistic, historically accurate, and still have somewhat of a noir feel. Everyone likes noir. There we go, give her another try. Completely irrelevant. Okay, so this is just. Okay, so you gotta combine the prompts here. So we'll do this, and then we'll do this. Paste that and that, and we'll give her another try. Gotta do a fresh prompt every time. Tell it exactly what you want it to do. Let's see if it gets it this time. Bam, there we go. Some Assassin's Creed stuff. Pow. There we go. Try again. That's pretty cool. Anyway, you get it. So from, you can go 0, instead of 0 to 60, you can go 0 to 6,000 with Ocean of PDF, Gemini, and Venice. Cool stuff.